when he's not cozying up to German comedians, Hugh Grant has revealed that he's a little bit worried about his looming 50th birthday. He says, I might have made a sort of pact with the devil in which I thought I could have fun and sort everything out later, but then he, the devil, comes back and says, time's up, I'm taking you to hell, as you're going to be a sad, lonely old man. Don't sound a bit like Hugh Grant, sounding rather more like Eddie Izzard. So, it seems that Hugh's, you know, re-evaluating how much fun he should be having as he approaches his 50th. But do you think that's a good time to think about whether, you know, you're having too much fun, you need to be sensible, re-evaluate your ratios?
I think he's a bit of a wimp. I think he should get over himself, really. There's nothing wrong with being 50. I will not have this carrying on like this. The fun's always there if you care to look for it.
I wouldn't know.
No! No, I mean, you have your children, which slightly takes away your fun ratio for a bit, you know, a few years, but hopefully I'm now back up to speed again shortly.
I think that you have grown up, though, more so in the last 2 years because you've given up alcohol.
Yes, but that's another thing I would say, though, is that ultimately you don't have to be completely inebriated and out of it to have fun. It makes you more inventive, frankly. No, but you see, I'm trying to show you this, Denise. There are other ways of having fun.
That's what I mean. You've got all grown up.
No, there's nothing to do with being grown up, though. I mean, fun. There are other ways of having fun. It's just that you don't notice them. This is lunchtime. I can't go there.
You've got to be drunk to do that.
I mean, to be fair, I think he looks really good. I didn't know he was approaching 50. You know, he still looks pretty good. And I've obviously just turned 40. You know,
and you look pretty good too.
Oh, well, that's very nice. Good. I wasn't angling for that, but you know,
bring it on.
Bring it on. But you know, they say life begins, and you know, and all that sort of stuff. I was born sensible. I was one of these kids who liked to colour in the lines, didn't want to go over the edges, and now I kind of do the grown-up equivalent. So I don't know. I'm kind of looking forward to just being naughty and colouring out the lines a little bit, and you know,
you're not going to do it though, are you?
Well, I'm going to do it really sensibly. You know, I'm going to make sure my tattoos are all spelt correctly.
It's for the best. When I turned 40, I kind of thought that was when I would become sensible, because I'd always been a bit of a hedonist, and I just generally like to have fun. Although I was a mum by then, I thought 40 was the time where it would just suddenly hit me and I'd become sensible. But absolutely the opposite occurred, because that was the year, as we all know, my husband left me. God bless him. And so what's ended up happening, and I'm not saying that I advocate this, and you know, it was very sad that the marriage ended. However, what I've then become in my 40s is someone that has my time with my daughter, which is most of the time, which is fabulous and full of responsibility. And then I have the time when she goes to stay with her dad for the weekend, and suddenly I'm free again. And I have to say, so my responsibility against sort of fun, for want of a better word, ratio has pretty much evened up now, and I like it.
So for how many weekends have you been stalking Hugh?
Well, it's only every other weekend.
It's every other weekend. He knows he gets the weekends off when I have Molly, you see, which is good, and he doesn't mind.
Don't you think that's quite interesting? It's coming from a man, because men, I think, generally, I'm speaking generally, are very bad about keeping friendships going. Women keep lots of friendships going, and because life has changed a lot over the last few years, reaching 50 doesn't necessarily mean if you haven't got a partner or you're not married with children, somehow you're going to be lonely. I've got lots of girlfriends, you know, and if Mr. Spain left me tomorrow, well, I'd be back there with them. But I mean, and he has them, we have them round. It doesn't follow, but I think it's a male thing that thinks,
I've just never read the book that says once you get to 40 or 50, you've got to start behaving yourself. I've just not read that book. You know, my kids keep buying it for me. But, I choose to ignore it.